Hey there, welcome to Trash Bashing with Jack of Spades. My name is Jack. Thank you for joining me. Um, Today I want to show you guys how to make a little multi-tool that can be very useful in scratch building and trash bashing and other projects. Um, it's a nice tool to have in your crafts toolbox. I created this using an electric toothbrush, and I just chopped away the toothbrush part, leaving that rod that's in the center that vibrates, that makes the toothbrush vibrate. And then I just cut it into a sharp point and filed it so that it's like needle sharp. And I bundled some rubber bands around the rod and the shaft to create some tension so that it vibrates at a comfortable radius that I want, that I'm comfortable with. Now, and that varies from one person to the other and from one project to the other, depending on what you want to do. If you add more rubber bands, it creates a smaller radius. If you add less rubber bands, it creates a wider radius. Or you can just leave it without rubber bands for a wide radius. It's up to you, really. I wanted to improve this and make it multifunctional. And I thought of adding a paintbrush to the tip by putting some hot glue on the inside of the tip of the paintbrush. I filled it with hot glue and let it cool, and then I just force fitted it into the little sharp tip there. And now you have an e-brush, an electric paintbrush. What's great about the electric paintbrush is you can saturate a whole area, okay? And then by the time you go and check it to see if it's dry already, usually it is dry, because this creates wind when it's vibrating, creates like a little wind, kind of like a fan. And it fans away the water and helps it dry, spreads it out and helps it dry. So it dries very fast. And then you can go back and just saturate it again and do little circles and just keep filling the area from beginning to end. And you'll have a nice solid streak-free and fast-drying paint job on it. And what's also great about this is after you painted the base color that you want, you can use it for weathering. You can use this for powders that you want to add on. You have those metallic powders. You have the pastel powders that make things look dingy or whatnot, depending on what you want to do. You can use silver paint and just like do some wear and tear on it, and this really goes a long way as far as what you can do with it. You can do some really nice camouflage with it. It's really worth exploring. I came up with that. And before I forget, in order to prevent splatter, you dip it when it's not in vibrating mode. You dip it, and then you put it inside a little container, and you turn it on while it's in the container. After you dip it, you put it in the container, you turn it on, and you check to make sure it's not spattering everywhere. If you see that it's not throwing ink everywhere, then you just go ahead and start coloring with it. And then usually, from my experience, when you dip it in paint and you just like tap it a little, if the paint's thick enough, it won't spatter everywhere if you just like touch it a little to continue doing your job. And then I decided to take it a little further and create another bit for this little multi-tool. And I went and I had a little plastic fan, and I chopped away the blades, and I chopped off the back end of it. I mean, the front end of it. It was like a little ball. And I hot glued it to a piece of foam, a little piece of foam that I had laying around. And then I took some double-sided tape right there, and I attached some sandpaper to it and cut it in a circle that fit the diameter of the phone. And that was easy. Just stick it on and cut away while it's attached to the phone. So you get a little circle. And then when you attach that to this to this engraver tip, you got yourself a little sander. And it may not look like much, but I'm telling you, it does a pretty good job. And it covers a wide area. And if I remove some of those rubber bands, it might even do a better job because it'll vibrate more. But right away, you'll notice the plastic will start getting dull and very smooth. No deep scratches that show up after priming it. Yeah, so there you go. And I did it over here earlier. It does a nice job. It leaves it nice and smooth. Great for primer. It's primer ready. So there you have it, guys. You have a little multi-tool that you can make at home with an electric toothbrush. Very easy to do. I couldn't make this easier. And it engraves, it paints, and it sands. What more can you ask for? Thanks for watching my video, and don't forget to subscribe and like the video. You can check out my Facebook page, Trash Bashing with Jack of Spades. I need some followers over there too.